Hello, everybody. Welcome back again. Third time's a charm, I hope. I think I'm just going to get on here and do my giveaway for you guys, get that out of the way so that you guys can find out who won. I'll just wait here a few seconds for people to hop back on again. Yeah, really not happy though. Like I said, I pay an arm and a leg for this internet, so it's just not right. Not right. Hey there, John. Hey, Bill. I decided to go live in my chair here for a minute because I'm closer to the router that way. It at least gives me a little better feedback. So, hey, Rodney. But I'm going to do, let's see, where's that app? Hang in there. I'm trying. I'm just going to do the giveaway here, guys. So I'll wait just a few minutes for everybody to get on so I can do the drawing and people will be able to see it. I mentioned earlier that there's not as many people now that are into the Patreon drawing just because a lot of people haven't been actually donating into it. So if you want to become part of Patreon and get into this drawing each month, make sure you join Patreon so that you can get put into it. I would really appreciate it too. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Yeah, thanks, guys. If you haven't already, hit that thumbs up button. I am going to do the drawing here in just a second. I'll give it one more minute just to get more people on. But like I said, I'm not going to stay on now because I'm just going to end up losing you. So I'm going to, the internet guy said he's going to come here this week and do something. I don't know what he's doing. Hopefully he's going to fix it for good because I'm sick of paying all this money and just having it be crap. So, but I appreciate everybody hanging on for me. Thanks, Dean. Thank you. Yeah, I'm going to do the drawing here, though, guys. Let's see. You're still there? Thanks, Rick. Gotta wait for this ad. Always an ad. Okay, I'm going to do, hey there, Jason. Good evening, David. Hey there, Jen. All right, I'm going to do the drawing here, guys, so that I can get it out of the way before I lose you guys again. I came and sat in the chair where I know I get a little bit better, so. Brad Atwood. He's actually not on tonight, but he's usually on here, guys. He's got a really cool channel himself, but he's not on at the moment. But I will message him and he will win. So, congratulations, Brad. You are the winner for this month. Like I said, the winner this month got some pig pounders, panty pounders, 8 different packages of Freedom Baits, and that was Brad Atwood of Wild Game Pursuit. So yeah, he's usually on here on Sundays, but I'm sure he's busy doing something cool. So congratulations, though, Brad. I appreciate your patronage and everybody else that helps out with the channel. I really appreciate that. So yeah, I just barely missed John. Yeah, it just missed you, John. It was pretty funny. I was like right there. Oh. Yeah, it's I'll show you the ones that I have in this giveaway here. And it's going to be different each month, guys. So, and again, you know, from now on I'm going to be doing 2 giveaways a month. So, if you guys get in on Patreon, you've got a chance to win 2 different giveaways a month. But I threw in this dark blue sparkly panty pounder. This is my favorite. It's kind of a really aqua blue kind of panty pounder. This is the pig pounder, light pink. This is probably one of my favorite colors of the pig pounder. It's pink and white, just a really cool combo. Obviously, I threw in gotta have a business card for Freedom Baits, but I threw in my very favorite that I showed you guys, the Frost Frogmen. You've got tomahawks, chartreuse lime tomahawks. You got some lime chartreuse frogmen. Some of the green sparkly tomahawks. You've got purple harpoons. I was just using these yesterday. The harpoons are excellent, really cool baits. You've got these Patriots, which are just a really cool looking bait. And then I threw in some of the Hornets, which are really cool. They're like a little ant almost. So yeah, that's just for patronage, guys. Anybody that donates to this channel, you've got a chance of winning stuff like this every single month. From now on, I'll be doing 2 a month. I really just want to show you guys my appreciation. It does mean a lot to me because if it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be able to afford the gas to go and do what I do. So that's what it takes. I really appreciate it. But thanks again, Brad Atwood, and congratulations. Wild Game Pursuit. Really appreciate it. Um, hey, Robert, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, I just tipped jigs with those, Jason. Yep, but I know for a fact that if I were to use a drop shot rig with just a split shot and a plain little Aberdeen hook or even a little egg hook, it would work great. But yeah, on a jig, those things look amazing. A couple of my recent videos, you can see some of the underwater footage. I think it was the 2 videos ago. I did a video I wanted to show specifically how those baits worked in the water, and I did that, and they look beautiful. Especially the oh man, what's the one that the Hellcat is the one that Rick really likes, and the other day he was using that and it looked great. Lots of little bitty legs going around when you jig it. Yeah, they do. They have a really good selection of colors. They have colors that I don't see with other companies. Their red is the most reddish color red that I have ever seen in my life. Like it's beautiful. I would eat it. Like they're good looking baits. So Um, yes, it has, John. That's actually happened several times. I did figure out how to stop that though. If your video, if it's recording, a lot of times if you stop the video and it continues recording, that's where it's messed up. And a lot of times you won't catch it. You might think that you just started recording it again, but if it's continuing recording after you hit stop, that whole time all it's picking up is audio, and you're gonna miss out on any video. That the one of my deer hunting videos I did on here that happened, and I was really mad because you got to see me pick up the gun and aim, and as soon as I went to pull the trigger, the camera just stopped, and all you could do is hear the gun go off, but you couldn't. I'm sure Robin's dogs just went nuts. They definitely work great. Yeah, absolutely money, man. That's what they are. And there's no baits out there that are I don't want to say cheap because they're not cheap. These are the best made baits that I've seen. These baits hold up so well. The one day I caught over 100 beautiful fish on one frogman and it never tore up. Had one little tear, but it still held on the hook. That's you can't say that for other baits. Z-Man, that's about the only other company you could say that for. So they do really work. But yeah, blood red, candy apple red. I mean, it is the most beautiful red that I've ever seen. So yeah, that's what it does, John. Yep, you'll notice it though if you hit stop and it continues to record, you're not going to have a video. It's just going to be audio every time. And mine still does it, but nowadays I know what to look for. And when I see it doing that, you got to pull the battery out because it's going to keep doing that no matter what. If it does that, it's going to continue. So pull that battery out, put it back in, restart it. Otherwise, you're just going to continue recording nothing but audio, and it can really mess up a day. Especially, I've had it mess up like my gunshot. You know, it would have been the perfect shot of dropping that deer, and then nothing but audio. So really a bummer. Yeah, it could have happened when it switched over then for sure. Hey, Ruby. She's just about always sleeping. But again, guys, I want to mention actually now that I'm sitting in my chair, before I lose you, I can show you guys what I've been doing. Um, for instance, here's the Northwest region. All right. For those of you that want to know how I know where to go to fish, a lot of it has to do with these books. I put a lot of my effort into studying these books. I have 5 of them up here on the shelf, one of which is for Wisconsin. I just ordered 3 more for Michigan. That'll give me every Michigan state book that they make. But what I've been doing is I go through this entire book. I pick out the best of these lakes. And when I find lakes that I know are going to be good based on the stocking data, um, the data from the net reports from that the DNR have done, what I'll do, like for instance, this page right here, I wrote down Trout Lake, kayak, type B, open all year. So I know, boom, I got to hit that as soon as the ice opens up with the kayak. But most of these I wrote down specifically because I know I could camp on there. They have a regular boat launch where I can take um, regular boat launch where I can take the girls out. So I'm not just taking the kayak. And yeah, that's what I do though. I go through these books, I pick spots that I think are going to be great, and then I just study them. I study the depth charts, I study the fish that are put in the lakes, all that good stuff. How much snow did we get? I've got probably, well, by now I'd say a foot because we had like 10 inches from that heavy fall, and then we just got a couple more inches. So, um, some of them are, Pat. Like, for instance, this book here. Basically, if they've got this new cover on them, they are. Now, this is my original. Where is it? I know it's up here somewhere. Maybe I took it down. I don't know where that book is. But my original one had a blue cover on it. It's probably sitting somewhere nearby because I was doing all that work with them. Shoot, I can't find it. But if it's got the regular blue color, then that's all you're gonna. It's gonna be old. But like this book, for instance, is what was the year? I mean, they're still not up to date. They can't do these. They can only do them every so often because the DNR net reports. It'd be crazy on their end to do it, yearly. That would just take up way too much book space. Uh, yeah, I can't even find the dates, but I know most of these are from like they show the stock data from like 2015, 2000, let's see, 13, 14. I think this book's probably from 2015. So yeah, it's a little old, but for the most part, it really don't matter because the lakes are still going to be just as good, really. Especially if you find lakes that have just the right depths, that aren't going to freeze out. And these lakes are so great because they literally show you right down to the detail what kind of depths they have. So it's nice. Yeah, I used to mention those all the time, Robert. Yeah, the wooden maps they got now are cool. I wouldn't mind getting one day. Yeah, the Wisconsin. When I was up there this year, I know I got that one up here. Yeah, I've got the Wisconsin one right here. This one I haven't mapped out yet because I'm not sure if I'm going to make it up there this year. But this is the Central Wisconsin map book, and again, I mean it's all the same. These books are all the same way. They're all just down to detail on these lakes of depth charts, and they show stock data. They show net trap data of how many of each species that were caught. They're really incredible books as far as learning about different lakes. I've learned a lot about lakes that I already thought I knew everything about. Oh yeah, here's one of the This is the old one. So basically, if you see it with a blue cover instead of a white, this is the really old one. I've had this book here since I was a kid, so it's been around forever. That one, though, if anything ever happens to me, you guys should fight over that book because I have a lot of spots marked in there. I am actually, Rodney. I'm going to be running a contest. I'm going to run a spring fishing tournament that will start in April and it's going to run until June, probably into the end of June. That contest is also going to have a children's portion. So, and I'm going to do it like 12 and under, I believe, for the children's portion. That's the model that I do have, John, and I know that it has. Well, it's actually got Navionics built into it, and Navionics is a little bit different than those books. Sometimes, because Navionics is done but mostly by fishermen, and some of those have been. I have found lakes where Navionics is way off. So yeah, I definitely don't have stocking data in that, just depth charts. But yeah, that would have been cool. I'm still a kid. I don't know, man. 36. I feel it every year. Yeah, it's really they're addictive. They're fun to you'll auction it to the highest bidder. Thanks, sis. You might as well. I mean, heck, even all these books really you could auction because they've all got, I mark all these great lakes. And what's cool is when I do actually fish these lakes, I'll take these sticky notes out and I will write in the book. My original book up there doesn't have the sticky notes because I've wrote in the book on I have fished all those lakes. But this, most of these I haven't. Now, the UP portion, like I said, there's some lakes up here I plan on fishing that has lakes in it. I mean, they stock these with giant brook trout. So, right, yeah, thanks, Mark. You guys are killing me. Yeah, it is good to know, John. A lot, yeah. Yeah, don't trust them. So 13 to 18, and then 18 plus. Um, I don't know, Paul. I don't think so. I think I'm just gonna do. I mean, it's gonna be an adult tournament too, but I don't know. To me, 13 to 18, they know how to fish like an adult. They've to me that's not a kid to be, I want to have a special kids portion where kids, like 10, 9, 8 years old are out there catching fish, which I understand there's probably going to be some cheaters. There usually is, where the parents will catch the fish and they'll say, "Hey, look at this. Johnny just caught this giant fish." I can't stop that. There's nothing I can do. I just got to hope that you guys don't do that. But however, I want to at least do that to offer the chance for the kids to win some stuff. I do know that I will have special giveaway stuff for the kids in general. So it's going to be a lot of fun. But there's going to be an adult portion. I'm also looking at doing another bingo tournament. For those of you that didn't get to do my first one, it is a riot. I plan on doing a bingo tournament this summer. So I'm going to print out special bingo cards and you guys can go at it. That usually lasts 2 to 3 days. So, oh, yep, the bingo one is going to be the summer one. I'm going to have a spring tournament going until June, and then after June I'm going to start the bingo card. So, yeah, the summer tournament is going to be the bingo tournament. But I will be doing both this year. I'm going to try and do as much as I can. I do know though for a fact that their Freedom Baits is going to be coming out with a new bait next, I believe next month, maybe the month after. But when they come out with this new bait, we're going to be doing a uh, special giveaway with that stuff. So a lot of that you'll be able to win too. Just fish. I don't know. We'll see, Pat. You might have to get a snake. You might have to get a snapping turtle. I don't want to ruin it just yet, but the bingo is for. I'm sure you've played bingo before, Rodney. It's like a regular bingo card, except I make them special with a different species of fish on each square. Or when I did the last one, I added turtle, snake, crawfish. Um, I think that's what I had on there for weird stuff. But basically, it's just like bingo. You got to fill the lines crossways or down. So and the first one to get a bingo, three winners. I had trophies, so that was cool. And I think that tournament lasted, I think it lasted 2 full days, so it was pretty awesome. And the way that I make that bingo card so that you can't just go to a pond and catch all the fish in a bingo. I throw hardball in there where you're gonna have to go. Maybe it'll have bluegill, sunfish, bass, pike, so you're looking at all pond, and then boom, brook trout, something like that, where you're just going to have to go out of your way to get something else. So I want people to work for it. Thor keeps fighting with Gemma, but I want people to work for it. It's going to be something cool with trophies again, just like last time. So, not a snake person. Oh yeah, I have too, Bill. I've had him try to get the basket. I've had him eat the fish off of my stringers before. I caught one once that did it. I busted him. He was sitting on the bottom of the lake. It was nighttime, and I could see him in the moonlight, just laying on the bottom. And he ate all the heads off of all the fish, and left the heads on the stringers. Yeah, I don't know. I might add fish or might add snakes. You never know. Um, the last time I did it, oh yeah, I had frog in there too. But it could be, catch a turtle, catch a frog, but basically you have to have a picture with your catch. Just like now, the spring tournament, that's going to be another one like the one I'm running now for the winter. That's going to be about size. So biggest fish will win that one. But the summertime bingo tournament, size don't matter. You could catch a 2-inch bluegill, boom, you got your bluegill bingo slot. So yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun though. Everybody had a good time doing that the first year I did it, and I want to do that again this year. So yeah, it's going to be a good time. I think you guys are going to enjoy it. So frog, salamander, turtle, snake. Salamander'd be good. Yeah. I don't know if I added salamander on the last one. I think I had crawfish was on the last one. Salamander'd be cool though. But it's also nationwide, so I try to choose fish species. For instance, if I say pike in a slot, it could also be pickerel. Like I'm gonna be a multi-species slot, so it'll say pike, pickerel, or there might be a muskie slot, but I don't know because that's fish of 1,000, 10,000 casts or whatever. That's just not fair to most people on a bingo card. But that's something that I will do. Like bluegill, I did have a guy one time send me a picture of a bluegill and then send me another bluegill picture and try to say it was a sunfish. Now that won't count. I know my fish, so if you send me enough pictures of fish and try to say it's something that it's not, I'm not going to count it. But yeah, it was a fun time though. Yeah, mud puppies are always fun, definitely. I've caught them now on Avalon and the Tawas Pier and the Oscoda Pier. Yeah, those are the three places. Fish caught on a charter. That'll all depend on if I'm counting as a salmon. If I have salmon in the tournament, then yeah, because there ain't very many people that catch the salmon off ashore, so I would count that. But I just don't see very many people going out on a charter for that kind of stuff. And even if they did, especially like I said with my bingo type thing, size ain't gonna matter regardless. So a charter ain't going to do you much good if somebody could go out and catch a bunch of babies and still win. So the tournament this spring, however, that's going to be based on several species. I won't name them yet because I want it all. I don't want anybody to be able to get a heads up, but that's going to be another several species. It's basically going to be the same thing I got going on right now with my winter tournament. So you could look at that ice fishing tournament info that I put out earlier this year, and that's what we're going to be doing for the spring, except I'm going to have a different keyword, obviously, so people can't use the one. I'm also going to have people are going to have to take a picture this time with the fish, not just a measurement photo. I want to see people holding this fish. And that's how it's going to be next ice season, too, because I feel like some people might have cheated on that a little bit. So this year, I'm going to make sure that when I do an ice tournament next year, people are going to have to hold them so I know they were on the ice. But yeah, it's going to be, I'm learning as I go with these tournaments. So far, I haven't had a bunch of complaints or anything. So it's going pretty well. Yeah, I don't, yeah, salmon wouldn't, it just wouldn't fly much for a tournament, especially for like a bingo. And I don't know. I just don't see that being something I do. My last bingo card, I know I had chub or minnow, as so you could have got a shiner minnow or a chub. I mean, I try to make it good for everybody. So yeah, yeah, Pat. It's just it's definitely not fair. So yep, definitely. Yeah, there's a lot of yeah, I'm not doing those tournaments again either. I know there's a lot of stuff going on in there, so I like doing my own like this because I actually trust you guys. I haven't had anybody really try and pull anything on me, so yeah, it's been pretty good. Well, I am gonna hop off of here before I end up comes through and does something this week for me. So I did have Gobi. Yeah, Gobi was in the last one, Paul. And it'll probably be in this one because gobies are in most places, especially in our state. So, but I hope you guys all have a good night. Thank you so much for everything that you guys do. Again, congratulations to Brad Atwood. I will email him. He'll be happy to know he won. So again, hope you guys have a great night. Thanks again, and be safe. I'm gonna try and get out this week as much as I can. It's gonna be a windy, nasty week, but I'm gonna try and get some fish. So have a good night, everybody. I love you all, and take care.